Yoshida, and I'm from Japan.
My name is Benny Viswasam, and I'm from India.
Japan's population is 130 million, and the main religions are Shintoism and Buddhism, and only 1% is Christianity. I came from Kyoto, and Kyoto is a very traditional city, so you can see a lot of traditional buildings. And it's 6 hours drive from Tokyo, which is the main capital. And Kyoto is the old capital, long time ago. I got to know about CFNI through my father's friend, who is also a missionary. He also graduated from CFNI, and he introduced about CFNI to my father. And my father asked me if I wanted to go to CFNI. When I came to CFNI, I was really impressed by all the staffs and teachers, because I really literally thought that I felt that this school is a school of prayer. They value prayer very much, and I really felt the power of the prayer. I thank God for my work, because I was surrounded by so many humble people, and God just taught me how to serve and how to be humble. So a lot of people think that the janitorial work is really hard, but in the midst of the hardness, it's really a good experience, and I'm really happy about my job. It's not about if you're good or bad at singing or playing instrument. It's about your heart, and it's the offering of your heart to God. And God doesn't care if you're good or bad. And the more your heart is closer to God, and you have a healthier relationship with God, you have more confidence of what you're doing. If you are worshiping God or praising God. So I am really happy that I was able to learn and know about the truth. The most important thing is to be faithful in what you're doing. It's almost not related to any music or worship, but really being faithful is one of the most important things in life. So after I graduated from CFNI, I just want to be faithful in each season, and I want to hear from God. To all the international people that are wanting to come to CFNI, I really encourage you to come to CFNI, but the most important thing is to believe in God's plan, because maybe God has another plan for you, but it's still the best. And you might think, oh God, this is not what I wanted, but just believe in God that He has a greater plan than your plan. And because if you are faithful in God's voice, when you look back, you will know that you made a right choice.
India. The state that I live in is called Tamil Nadu, and the capital of the state is Chennai, where I'm from. So Chennai, the population of Chennai is 4.6 million people. It's really crowded and they're lost. Everyone has to be saved. And so one of the main attractions in Chennai is it hosts the world's second largest beach, which is called a Marina Beach. So that's where I'm from, and I grew up there my whole life. My dad is a pastor in India. We have a church, and the church was founded by my grandfather in 1969, so my dad took over it in 1997. So by God's grace, the church's been growing really well. And I just have a sister, and we're just a small family. So I came to CFNI right out of high school, so I'm 17 years old. And before coming to CFNI, I was doing high school and I was helping out my dad in church. I played the piano and I led worship at church. Coming to CFNI was a really major change in my life because I had to leave my country and move on to a new country here. And so a lot of stuff was really different, and the first thing I was like missing home and friends and family, and also like the food and stuff here. And the major thing was like the dinner. We have it like 8:30 sometime, but here it's like at 5. So that was like the major stuff. And the language was not a big barrier because I already knew English, and it was a different experience, but it was not easy. Music and worship, it's always been a part of my life. And before coming to CFNI, before even knowing about CFNI as a Bible college, I've already known about the songs and the worship about CFNI. So this is really a really good training ground for my life and the purpose that God called me for. So I'm taking as much as I can from CFNI to go back and to do what God has in store for me in my life. I think this is a really good place to develop your skills and as well as the heart of worship. And that's what I've been getting here, and I hope God just prepares me for what He wants me to do in the future.
I'd like to encourage all of you international students, you treasure your time here in CFNI. This is a time where you're incubated, where God has set you apart at this season and this time, where you just receive from Him, get new revelation, get strategies, get everything that you need so that when we come back, into our own cultures, our own country, we're ready to reform and bring Jesus to our cultures and our countries, our nation.